What's up, y'all? It's your boy J Cruz, aka Audiocat with
Low Class Josh.
We're here today at the shop, man, getting a little build together for y'all so y'all can see what we're gonna do. Working on an 08 series Toyota Tundra. We're gonna be doing headlights. We're gonna be doing a new grill with the new LED bar. We'll be doing tail lights and doing some other accessories on it. We're gonna walk you through this build if we get this car for what it is today and show you what it can be done once we get our hands on it. Technician on deck gonna be Josh today as he takes this whole new transformation and get this truck a totally look. Yo, this is what's gonna happen. Sometimes you have a vehicle, you've already paid it off, and you kind of want to get a new one because you're egged up to just change something. Well, why not just do that? Why not just change what you have and make it better? Josh is gonna walk you through this whole build and show you what we're doing. I'm gonna show you the vehicle so you can see exactly what's going on. In fact, let me show y'all. So we got this factory grill that's installed right now. That's not a factory, it's an aftermarket, my bad. We got these headlights. The fog lights are gonna be changed out. We got the tail lights back here that are also gonna be changed out. I'm gonna show y'all. So these tail lights here are also gonna be changed out, and we'll be doing a whole new build on this bad boy and making her look a lot different than what she is right now, y'all. So stay tuned to you as we get this Tundra done. That looks good.
All right, Josh, what you doing right now?
Removing the old brackets off of here so I can get this old grill pulled out so I can get the new one put in place.
All right.
Got this removed. And we're gonna pull out the old one and pull out the new one. See what all we got with it and get it mounted up. Okay, now we got everything attached to this and it's ready to go back on the truck once we get it all wired, all the wires in place and ready to go. Red Bull sponsor us. In other news though, Gordo just got done installing these lights. He's camera shy, he won't get on camera. But that's the new ones, this is the old ones.
Alright, where are my compression tweeters? So on the Audiocat channel today, man, we want to bring something special to y'all, a little bit different. This is bothering me, and I want, in fact, you know what, no, we're gonna come here with it, we're gonna use you as a judge. What's your name today, sir? Bobo. Bobo is here from the Fort Worth. Hold on, sit down. You on trial, sit down, I'm bringing my case. When it's ready for you to defend your case, you stand up and you take the stand. Yes. Until then, you let the judge, Bobo, say what he's gonna say. But this is what happened. I've been serving you for how many years?
10 years.
10 years. 10 years I've been loyal to you. Always taking care of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Now he's on the stand. He's trying to flip it, but let's get there. I've been loyal to you.
Yes, sir.
So, do I always not extra take care of you when it comes to your tint?
Always.
Now, I'm gonna tell you the benefits. Now, this guy comes here every year and gets a new car tinted, literally every year. Sometimes even 2 times a year, depending on what time of the year it is.
And how many people have referred?
A lot of people. No, we went to 100%. But do you not pay a very, very reasonable price for the services I give you?
I do.
Now, this is what happened to this dude here, man, Bobo.
Yes,
So
sir.
here's what happened.
Yes, sir.
I'm loyal to this man. He comes in, he called me, Jeff, I need a favor. We were booked out today. Were we not?
Yes, sir.
I told you, listen, I'm booked out today. I can't even promise you. It's a crazy day, but I'm gonna try to get you taken care of. That's what I said.
Yes, sir.
I move mountains and make things happen to my customer because he's loyal to me. But then this nigga here come and tell me this shit. You ready what this guy tell me here? He come and tell me that, oh, no, I went to a store in Louisville. Listen to me. Excuse me, you can't talk. You can't talk. You're not allowed to talk.
Yes, sir.
He went and called or went to a shop in Louisville and said, damn, they're gonna charge me $260 to shit that truck. So he tells me, listen to me guys, you two, I want you guys to tell me something. At that moment, I felt betrayed. Because if I've taken care of you, and I'm actually glad that he did that, so you can actually know how well I really take care of you when it comes to getting, don't say you know, because I'll slap you right now.
Yes, sir.
It comes to this. But the fact that he dared to even go to a shop, Bobo, and request a thing, that means that he questioned the fact if I was really taking care of him correctly, or if I not. Did that not sound like he's questioning? Hold on, excuse me, sir. He was questioning to confirm the fact that doubts the doubt began to take care of his head. He doubted that Audiocat was taking care of him. So he questioned my pricing that I always give him against somebody else, Mr. Judge. I'm gonna arrest this cake. I'm gonna let you go to state your stand for a second. And then I can continue.
I object. Exhibit A.
Okay.
I have the text message here saying there's no appointments available. No appointments available till Monday. Mind you, I'm a businessman. I could get here Monday. So what do? I come by and say, I'm gonna hang out with you today. If you can't do that, I'm gonna go say hi. Because I'm loyal. I mess with you. I'm gonna come hang out. I come in. My man Tony says they had a cancellation. I look, hey, if I have a cancellation, I'll put you in. So I said, hey, what happened to my cancellation? Should I be first on the cancellation list? Should I? Okay, that's what I thought. So I said, Jeff comes in and said, that wasn't me you were talking to, but I'll take care of you. I said, man, I love you. So I told him, man, look, I called a place in Louisville, see how much they charge. I wasn't gonna get 10. I just want to see what the difference in pricing was. I knew he took care of me, but I just want to see what the scale was. So he takes it, and hey, thinks I'm cheating on him. But that's what happens when you sit down when you pee. You're emotional when you sit down when you pee, because you have fallopian tubes. That's what ain't that it? You sit down when you pee? So you got emotional. I wasn't going anywhere else. I was never going anywhere else. I just want to see what the difference in pricing was. That's all. That's all I want to do. And he's emotional. So hey, make your decision. Is he emotional or was I loyal?
So closing remarks.
No, not closing remarks. Sit down. I respect the court here.
Closing remarks.
So closing remark. At this point in time, he stated in his confession that I was taking notes there that he said that he was loyal. Let me tell you something. If anytime you're in any kind of relationship, including with your wife or a best friend, if you have any reason to doubt that person's fidelity to you, there's a concern that should rise you. You shouldn't have a reason to doubt. I believe the fact that if I'm hanging out in the car, let's say today me and Bobo decide to go hang out today, right? And Bobo said, let's go hang out, and we go hang out. All of a sudden, some other friends that he get in the car, and I start to feel uncomfortable. Do you not feel that the uncomfortableness comes because of some reason? That's a God-given trait for you to feel that way. So, in the fact that you felt in your inside that you had to call another shop to see if the price difference was in correction, that means that you truthfully in your heart at some point in time created doubt in your head in the shop that you were decided to come to, because the doubt that you come over and decide to yourself, let me go and check to go see. So what I am proving to YouTube today and to everybody here, Mr. Bobo, is not that if he's here or if he's not. What I am truthfully proving here today is that the fact that he actually began to doubt me in my shop of what I do for him.
No,
excuse me, I'll let you talk, sir. Objection. Overruled. So at this point in time, all I'm bringing to the court today is this. I don't feel that I have done anything in the past 10 years of servicing him, his family, and his friends to even create the doubt that you would have to call another shop to see if I was actually truthfully indeed taking care of you as you knew I had. So the other thing I have is when I come and I call, when you said that you called a shop to go see if my price was fair, because the word that he used in his confession was, I'm calling to see if the price was fair. That's the word that I wrote there. As he said,
I said compare.
No, you said calling to see if the price was fair. So this is what I gotta tell you. Excuse me. Objection. Let me get it. Sit down. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. Bailiff. Sit this man down. Okay. So again, on this case, YouTube, I'm not.
My birthday weekend.
Excuse me, sir.
My birthday weekend.
Excuse me. It's your birthday weekend?
Wednesday.
How old are you?
I'll be 43 on Wednesday.
I'm gonna hit you 43 times before you leave here for that shit. But here goes the point. The only thing that I have to do, the only thing I'm bringing to this case, and the only case that we have in this court today, is to prove if he did not have any distrust in AudioZone and AudioCat. Excuse me. Any distrust in AudioZone and AudioCat being taken care of him and being treated fairly. That's the only case we have here today. By what I have brought to the court today, I proved to you that in his heart, he had the motive to actually believe that he did have a reason to doubt and distrust the services and the love and the loyalty that we give to him. Because remember, let's not go about if he did, if he didn't. The case is to prove if he did not actually doubt that I was taking care of him fair in the store. So at this point in time, you guys on YouTube be the judge. You, Mr. Bobo, be the judge. I'm gonna let you get a wrestling argument to see if, again, the thing is you have to prove without reasonable doubt. I believe that I have proved without reasonable doubt that he has doubted, that he has also called other shops to see if he was treated fairly, as he quote unquote stated on his statement, to see if what I was actually providing from his services was going to be comparable to everything else that is in the market, if I could actually take care of him. So if the case is based on the fact of that I have to prove to you that he doubted, I believe I rest my case of proving that he did indeed have doubt. You may have the stand, sir.
We're going to take a recess and we're going to come back with final word from our...
I want you to have your closing statements. Okay,
So
you
rest your case. You rest your case.
Okay, I rest my case. So at this point in time, bailiff, I need you to come over here.
Okay.
We are waiting for
Let me ask you something.
No, you rested your case. You can't continue from this, sir. Come here, bailiff. So we have a court. He is the judge. He is the judge. I want you to talk to the judge. He's gonna come with a decision, and I want you to bring to the court today the decision that the judge has made in this case, while we stay quiet and respect.
I think the young man wavered in his intentions, but knowing the overall satisfaction that he would get from coming to his long time, 10-year plus place where he gets his tent done, not only his vehicle, but his wife as well. And I think that he realized what he really needed to do. So to come and make amends, he just brought his ass up here to hang out in jail so he can make himself feel better about his complicated decision, which was trying to possibly get his tent done by some illegitimate place that was going to charge him probably a price that just to get him in, but the work would not be the same.
Would be quality.
So, overall, I think this young man realized his situation and he wants to make good by the man.
But the question is he guilty or not guilty of the charges? That's the only question we have.
Have you ever looked at another woman and said, "Oh, she looks nice," but then you didn't touch her because you're loyal,
You're
right?
trying to say that
But
it's
you're
okay
loyal.
to look at the menu.
I'm a window shopper. You ever went to the Washington? That looks nice, but I'm not gonna buy it today.
I think we're going to put him on probation.
Have you ever looked at something and said, "I want it, but I ain't gonna buy it"?
6 weeks.
He don't come back but every year. We got to do longer probation.
What I need to buy?
So a year.
What I need to buy 6 weeks?
1 year probation.
Buy in 6 weeks, you're gonna have to buy. Well, I think he needs to sign up today for the fallopian tube extraction, and he also needs to sign up today to get his hand paralyzed on camera. That's
Nah, I'm not getting my hair paralyzed. I saw this shit. You're not doing me like that. I saw that motherfucker doing this shit. I did it.
YouTube, I rest my case. I'm gonna tell y'all, Your Honor.
Thank y'all for
Thank you for
coming.
Thank you, not think about it, jail. I want to thank y'all for watching Court and AudioZone. Y'all be good and God bless.